So far, the team this season has been, we've been taking the time to get to know each other. Myself and our new assistant track and field coach, Chris Belcher, he's helping oversee our logistical programming for cross country. He's been super great at helping bring the team together, getting the women on the same accord towards our quest towards becoming one of the top 5 teams in the conference. We're looking to become a team that is working together towards our team values that we just created, which were to be dogs. We have a group of women that are dedicated towards being disciplined, adaptable. They see themselves as worthy, and they're very much growth oriented. And so I am looking forward to being a part of that journey, being a part of helping to instill in them those values and fostering an environment where we are being our true authentic selves while striving towards some of our competitive goals in the league. They have been overwhelming in all the best ways possible. The community here has truly, folks are so kind. Although I'm only an hour away from home, still coming to a new environment so quickly can be overwhelming. I will say, though, that everything about being in St. Cloud feels like a full body yes. Everything about being in this community feels like home. I'm excited to get to know more people, my peers, get to know some of the student athletes. I'm looking forward to one of my core to one of my values in being an engaged community member and working towards getting to know some of the other coaches and watching other teams compete. I think about my role as the head coach and what does it look like for me to have our program visible to our surrounding community. What does it look like for my role in making sure that our women are involved in the community, and then also too, how can we be engaged members across campus too, outside of athletics. And so I'm super grateful for these first couple of weeks. My inboxes, I'm still getting them under control, but it's been super welcoming and overwhelming in all the best ways. Everything from finding a home to meeting new friends to meeting the women here. It's been a blast so far. Yeah, I would say walking into anything new can definitely be a little scary, but nonetheless, like, they've been super welcoming. I think one of the things that's working for my advantage is I am the sort of person where I'm going to come in and observe. I by no means want to come in and disrupt something that's already working well. And so I think about what is it in order to make sure that our goals are being reached towards becoming a unified competitive team. What does it look like to get on the same page? And so that starts with me sitting down, getting to know them, observing, listening. Something that we started implementing for the school year for our entire program is we are doing mandatory biweekly check-ins. And so for just a simple 20 minutes for the rest of the semester is going to make a difference in the outcome it's like getting the momentum going, right, for when we start competing. And so having these biweekly check-ins with the women it's giving them a chance to get to know me and me get to know them. And it's important that I'm connecting with them outside of the sport, outside of the competition. And so and it's just a good way to, like, feel out who they are outside of their athletic identities too. I really enjoyed being in that space with them. To your point about, like, mental health being something that has been a buzzword, but even more than that, it is something that I value 100%. I am not expecting to lead a program of women where they need to be perfect. And I really want to help dismantle this idea of operating from perfectionism. Yes, we want to perform at a high level as frequently as possible, but what does it look like to do that in the way that's balanced, that's not toxic? And so for me, I have to foster an environment so that these women feel comfortable being imperfect, so that they feel comfortable making mistakes, so that they feel comfortable coming to me, like, with some of their mental health things and whatnot. And so, which is why doing those one-on-ones, I would say the one-on-ones is really the space to do that. But also even though, like, we're just, like, on this at the beginning of this thing, in practices, I have to allow them space to lead each other. I don't always have to be the one that's leading. I can lead from behind. Yes, I have the title, I'm the coach and whatnot, but we get to a track meet, and the women have not yet heard me use this language, but when we get to a track meet, especially when we get to the spring when they've had an entire indoor season to compete, and then this cross-country season, I I want to be a spectator. That doesn't mean I'm not going to coach, right? But I have to start instilling in them the things that I'm expecting and looking for. That so when I give them the space to lead and to be, again, make those mistakes, they get to lead each other, correct each other, call each other in, call each other out, those sorts of things. Those little things, like small things, add up to big things, and so that will help with confidence. That's one way to help with confidence too, outside of the one-on-ones. I'm sure there are many other ways, but just in the first couple of weeks, those have been some of the things that I've been able to get going for sure on.